I hope you're all enjoying the show. Today's GDSA Book Club starts with the heartfelt story of why this local author started to write her first romance novel to now having written 9 books. I want to welcome Makenna Lee. Thank you so much for being with us. Congratulations. But let's talk about your latest novel, The Rancher's Love Song.
It's the first in a new series for Harlequin, The Women of Dalton Ranch, and it's a rodeo cowboy and an opera singer. Okay. And that was inspired by my niece, who's an opera singer.
So a lot of your stories are inspired by someone you know, and your journey in writing, you loved reading romance books, and yes. Your husband said, why don't you start writing?
He did. He believed that I could do it before I did.
And what does it feel like to know now you have 9 books under your belt?
It's feels surreal. I didn't even know I could write one, and I'm loving what I'm doing, so it's marvelous.
That is so beautiful. Congratulations. But I think what's really special is the reason why you wrote your first book ever, A Sheriff's Star. Tell me about that.
Yes, that is inspired by my son, Lee, who has Down syndrome. And I just wanted to share how it was for me when he was little. In The Sheriff's Star, I have a little girl instead of a little boy. But that is where I got the inspiration, and most of my books do have a special needs child in them.
That is so beautiful that you are honoring your son that way and just also bringing awareness and inclusion in your books alongside the romance. You know, we gotta have, you know what I say.
Oh yeah.
You can't have romance without Roma. So there you go. You might have to name a character after me. I'm just kidding. But okay, so 9 books. What's number 10 gonna be? Do you have it in mind already?
I'm always writing one. The second book that goes with this series.
Oh, okay.
And then, and actually now I'm working on the 3rd book in that series. So it's one of the twin sisters.
Oh, wow. So how long does it take you to write a book?
Somewhere between 4 or 5 months.
Wow, that is a labor of love indeed. But it's all coming from you, so that is so special. How can people get your books or reach out to you?
My website, MakennaLee.com, or you can find all of my books on Amazon.
Well, thank you so much for being with us. And
thank
Paul
you.
Over here, he's got more with the GDSA Book Club. You have something for the kids, right?
I sure do. Our next guest, Gina Mendoza, is author of Mommies Get Scared Too, which is based on her own adversity, and she's got a lot of strength. And Gina, I want to welcome you to the show. All right, what inspired you to write this book?
Last year, I was diagnosed with papillary thyroid cancer, and I needed to tell my 3 boys that I had cancer and that I was scared. However, I looked for a tool to kind of ease the conversation to let them know, and I could not find one. So shortly after I had my surgery, I decided to make that tool a reality.
All right, well, I'm gonna go off the script a little bit. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I've been 1 year cancer-free, 1 year and a month.
Good.
So I'm so excited about that. Yeah.
Well, fantastic. Okay, so that's the reason you wrote it. What are your goals? What do you want to happen with this?
My goals will be to go into schools, daycares, work with the Centers for Children and Family, post-adoption, maybe Haven for Hope or some women's shelter, to possibly help these mothers that are struggling with their own worries, fears, or illnesses, and help ease the conversation to their children. Okay,
and I love the illustration. I think it's just awesome. Do you have any events coming up?
I do. I will be at the Twig this Thursday, 5:30 to 7. I'll do a read and sign. We'll have some books there, read the book, and sign some autographs. Okay,
if somebody would like for you to do like a speaking engagement, or a read and sign, how do they get a hold of you?
They can contact me via my Instagram or my email. Just reach out to me and we can schedule something, talk about what they're interested in, what their event looks like.
All right, and really, I mean, look at that. Just, I love the illustrations in here. It's really great. Okay, well, Gina, thank you so much. And you know what? You've probably inspired some folks to write a book, you know? So thank you for being on our show today.
Thank you for having me.
All right, thanks.
You.
And GDSA will be right back.